Andrew, my husband, likes a challenge, and he also likes to drink beer.
She thinks that I'm completely crazy, and I am a little bit crazy. My name is Andrew Turner. I'm from Burnie, grew up in Hobart though, and I run Communion Brewing and the Chapel, both businesses, hospitality businesses in Burnie. I've always loved hospitality. I actually did a lot of hospitality in school. Technically, I have a degree in hospitality. I've always loved making people feel comfortable and at home, and I love cooking, and I love good coffee and good food and good wine and beer and everything. As long as it's good, I like it. We've always enjoyed having people in our house and entertaining, so this is just a slightly bigger version of that. So for a few years I made beer in my shed commercially for the chapel, and then wanted to do the next step, make it a little bit bigger. Looked at doing it up there and opening more as a restaurant, but it was just a bit too small, and so we needed, this space came up and it was pretty cool, so just needed something a bit bigger where we could get musos in and have events and have a bit more of a nighttime thing. Yeah, the chapel, both businesses have been quite a lot. The chapel is fairly small, like it's very, very busy, but it's pretty small. There's about 15 staff up there. Down here there's closer to 30 staff, so between the two nearly 50. It's quite a big operation now, and Lydia is not a hospitality person. And she thinks that I'm completely crazy, and I am a little bit crazy, and we've worked out how to make sure that I don't do anything like this again now, because it was probably a bit too much, but we're definitely a good team. She's more of a people person, so she looks after our staff, and then I make fun things. So there's no other breweries in Burnie, and there hasn't been a brewery in Burnie for like 100 years. There was one a long time ago, and then nothing, and in fact not really anything on the northwest coast for a little while. So there's 3 now on the northwest coast, like on the actual coast. So there's still not that many, and I don't know what there's something inside me that just makes me want to do this sort of stuff, and I think mainly it's about me wanting to go to somewhere like this in Burnie. So when I travel, I like to go places like this, and there was nothing here like it at all, and so it's kind of mainly selfish really. I just wanted somewhere nice to go for dinner. So we have 12 beers that are kind of in our core range, but on top of that, every few months we release a special brew, and that is the fun thing. The fun thing is designing new beers and coming up with ideas and seeing if people like them. We always like them, but that doesn't mean that everyone will like them. So one of the things we did last year, the 2 interesting things we did in the last couple of years was a barrel-aged Imperial Oyster Stout. So that's a beer brewed with a little bit of oyster shell in it, and then we barrel-age it in Hallier's Road barrels, and then it's quite a strong beer, like 10%. And then the other one was a barrel-aged black IPA. So that's an IPA which is not normally black. You've got 2 different beers. You've got an IPA and black beers, and different people drink those 2 different beers, and they don't really cross over a whole lot. So our wholesaler told us that we shouldn't do that beer because no one's going to drink it, and it ended up being the best beer at Winter Feast a few years ago. So it's always fun. Definitely a team, so it's definitely a team effort. We have at the moment we've got a head brewer. He's behind there canning beers as we speak. And it's a bit of a collaboration, so we might bounce ideas off each other, but at the moment Tim designs all of the beers, so he's been here for 2 years, and then I did all the brewing for the first 2 years.
Because it's very easy to drink.
So I grew up in Hobart, spent my first 20 years there, and when Lydia and I moved to Burnie, it was really only for a couple of years, and that was 22 years ago. So obviously we kind of forgot to leave. We just made some really good friends, and it's a stunning part of the world, close to the beach, close to the mountains, a little bit quieter than Hobart, and we just fell in love with it. So fell in love with the northwest coast and the people. Burnie is one of the only cities in Australia with a beachfront in its CBD, and I think that that's stunning. And if you only have to go for a 10-minute drive and you're in the middle of wilderness, you can go to a beach with not a single person on it. And so I think Burnie and the Northwest Coast is one of the best places in the world to live. And then Communion and the chapel, I guess we focus on proper hospitality, where we want all of our guests to feel special and comfortable, and we've invested a fair bit in that, not only in the building, in making the building comfortable, but also in the staff. Our staff are all beautiful, and they all make every guest feel like they're special and give them all the attention in the world. So that's the thing that sets Communion apart from a lot of businesses. Like so much good food, and so much good wine and all of that. And you can go to other restaurants and they're amazing. But we really focus on the hospitality side, and making sure that the experience is good, not just the beer and not just the food, but the whole thing. Well, none of this would happen without Lydia. Lydia is what sort of brings it all together and makes it possible. Shared responsibility with the family, but she's the one that really makes it all happen. And now in the business as well. So for the last few years, she's been doing our people and culture role. So she makes sure that all of our staff are happy.
I'm Lydia, and my husband Andrew and I are the owners of Communion Brewing here. And my main role in the business is actually more around our staff. And so I'm in the background. You'll never see me on the floor or supervising a shift. Thankfully, you don't want me to do that. But what I really enjoy is taking an interest in our staff and seeing how they're going and supporting them in a number of different ways behind the scenes. We came up with the name Communion because it has a few different meanings. Is that it's all about shared participation in really good things. We had the privilege of kind of designing from the ground up. It was a big empty warehouse, and so we could design what it looked like and what the spaces were like and how they could be used. And so we wanted it to be a space that would include everyone, but overall just a feeling that you could be comfortable here. And so that's how the venue was designed, but also it's what we've created with our culture, with our team as well, in that the way people are welcomed and treated in this space, whether it's staff to staff or whether it's staff with customers, is around valuing people and really welcoming them warmly. Yes, the beer was the starting point for Communion. So we also own a cafe called The Chapel just around the corner. We like to do everything from scratch. Recently roasted our own coffee beans and created everything that people ate there from scratch. But Andrew, my husband, likes a challenge, and he also likes to drink beer and wanted a new challenge, and started the process of brewing beer in our shed. Then he set it up formally as a microbrewery, and then he decided that he needed a larger venue to serve beer. So that was the starting point for Andrew, looking around buildings in town. He did that without talking to me too much because he knew I'd be too scared, but he found this amazing building and started dreaming about what it could be like to brew beer here in the building, serve beer, but also then the dream became bigger of setting up the restaurant here as well. So beer is a really creative process when it's craft beer making. I know nothing about how to make beer, but Andrew taught himself and was trained up in how to make beer and was our head brewer here for the first 2 years. And then we've had Tim Bransby here for the last 2 years. And so, yes, if you look through the windows behind me, you'll see beer being canned, but the fermenters are usually, all of them are full of different types of beer that are our core range. And then sometimes with some special releases as well. So yes, beer is sort of the underlying foundation of what we do here at Communion. Yes, if it was our first business, I probably would have been more nervous. But having partnered with Andrew before with the chapel and just the way we do life together, is we've settled into a nice balance of Andrew always likes to be pushing forward, has a lot of momentum, isn't scared of a challenge. In fact, is probably uncomfortable if there's not some kind of obstacle to overcome. So he loves to be pushing something uphill and making something happen. and I trust him fully in that. But also, you know, the reality is it's a lot of hard work. And so I'm really happy to often be in the background, but thinking through what needs to happen for us as a family, for family life to run smoothly as well, but also that we take care of people along the way, because these hospitality businesses involve a lot of amazing staff to make things happen day to day. So yeah, that's where my focus goes to people, and Andrew's focus goes to operations and how to make things happen. We really enjoy it. So we've been married for 24 years as of a few days ago. We're together a couple of years before that too, and we're very fortunate that I think we have a lot of differences, and that makes being together really interesting, and also we bring balance to each other and we really do genuinely help each other grow in the areas that we each have weaknesses in. And so I think we really value that, and just when we do get time where it's just the two of us, we're about to go on the overland track next week, then we really relish that, but also we both enjoy spending time with people and family. So it's always a busy balance, but one that we really enjoy. We just really love being in the Burnie community. So we've lived here for nearly 20 years, and we plan to stay for a lot longer as well. And so we love that Communion is kind of an extension of what we love to do in community. We like hosting live music, running trivia, bringing people together. And I think the next few years will just be a continuation of us and our staff thinking of creative ways to be a really great part of this community.
Yeah, so this will be the release of our the first ever Canvas Pale Ale. So every year we're going to make a beer called Canvas Pale Ale, and it's going to be the artist community responsibility to come up with what's on the can each year. And so we're going to put it out there. We don't really have any idea about what it's going to look like, or even what it's going to taste like at this point, but it's going to be yummy pale ale. And then we're going to choose a winner from all of the amazing entries that we're hopefully going to get, and they'll get printed on thousands of Communion Pale Ale cans. I feel like for the first year we should keep it Tasmanian. Yeah, and then we can see how we go, because you've got to give the Tassies a bit of a head start. So as long as we get enough entries, then it'll be Tasmanian. So come on, Tassie, let's go. Beer is delicious. It's been brewed for literally thousands of years, and it's a proper agricultural product. We actually grow the grain and the hops in Tasmania, so not only are you supporting a local family business having a go here, but you're supporting farmers growing barley and hops down south. And so it's a pretty natural product. There's only 4 ingredients in it: water, yeast, malt, hops. That's it. Unless you want to go the ginger beer, which obviously has ginger in it, and the beer that we were canning today was mango sour, and so we put mangoes in that one as well. But otherwise, it's just those 4 ingredients. So a very natural product, no preservatives, you know. So you got to get around it. It's so refreshing.
My name is Misato. I'm from Japan. I've been in Australia for like 17, 18 years now. Why I come to Burnie? Because I love fishing, and then the ocean's just in front of the venue, you know. So sometimes after work, go to the fishing, or day off, of course. Yeah, I just love the nature. So yeah, I pick up the Burnie. Mainly, I grew up with the Japanese cuisine, French. For like 10 years, I grew up with Japanese, French, and Italian. Because Communions are very unique. It's not hard. When I create a menu, I always think about a little bit more than part. So it's good to put some like little bit technique into the all the dishes. Like not just the palmy, not just schnitzel, little bit different. My name is Lakwa Sherpa. I am originally from Nepal, but currently I'm in Burnie, and I'm a sous chef in Communion Brewing, working here for the past two years now. I love working in Communion. It's a very good environment for us hospitality people to work in Communion, as it's a really good venue where we get to learn a lot of things and work with like a lot of different people. I think it's modern Australian, mixture of like Asian, Australian, a little bit of French, Japanese, so just everything. We have very good food plus beer, as we make our own beer in the brewing. So I recommend people to come and enjoy our food as well with the fresh beer made behind us.
So my name is Tim Bransby. I'm the head brewer here at Communion Brewing, and I'm in charge of all things beer. Yeah, I've been doing it for about 10 years. I've been at Communion for just under 2.5. So I moved down from Western Australia for the job here. A bit of a sea change, so I went from very hot to very cold. But yeah, about 10 years I've been doing it professionally now. I just wanted to come to Tassie, and I love Tasmania. I visited a few times and adored it. And then I came to Burnie, and it's just this really nice, the northwest of Tasmania I think is the hidden secret of Tasmania. I think it's the best part of Tasmania, and Burnie sits in the perfect spot where I can sort of live here and also visit the rest of the northwest as well. So it's a really good gateway to the rest of it. I guess the thing with Communion is we're all about everyone being able to enjoy the beers. So the beers are very approachable, and what I mean by that is they're not really drastic styles. They're made to be balanced, they're made to be drunk a couple, and we don't go high alcohol, we don't do any of that kind of stuff here. It's all about, the best thing about beer is drinking it with your friends and family and coming together in one place and enjoying it. So that's what we really focus our beers here on. Well, I became a brewer because brewing is the mixture of art and science. You use the art to create something, and then you use the science to back it up. It's one of the very few places that the two get along quite well. So, yeah, I think I've always loved beer, and I think when I was younger, my stepdad was right into making beer as well. So we started making it at home together as just something we would do, and I just kind of carried on home brewing for years as a creative outlet. Like, I just really enjoyed putting things together and seeing what happened. And then I just loved it so much that I thought, I can make a job out of this, and here I am many years later. So, I love dark beers, and again, one of the best things about Tasmania is that it is cold, so dark beers always do really well here. And the Coffee Porter is a marriage of both businesses, so we have the chapel up the road as well. So they make the coffee, I make the beer, we blend them together, and it's just, again, about coming together and making something cool. I think it's just that when you look at beer and you break it down about what is inside it, it's a miracle that it exists in the first place. It's a really, really cool drink. You know, who would have thought one of these ingredients together in the first place? I don't know. They were thousands of years ago, but it's very cool that that art form is still going. It's the oldest drink in the world, and there's a reason it stuck around for so long. So, yeah.
So I'm Holly, I'm the venue manager of Communion Brewing Co. I've been working here for 3 years now, managing the front of house team, so venue manager. So I think for myself, my main role is to support our team, keep the vibe up and about, just keep the good times rolling.